We have a podcast to do, and music has been released. So,
You want to talk about music for once?
finally.
Jimmy. Yo, listen,
I wasn't
man.
even going to start with that one.
Nah, we have to. Listen, everything else don't even matter at this point. El
Capo.
Capo. Listen, man. I've been saying it for a while. Jim is the best out of Dipset, man.
He's certainly the most consistent, I think, album-wise.
After definitely the past 7 to 10 years, I think
He's
Jimmy
he's the best out of
standout.
Dipset.
Yeah.
He's the best.
But yeah,
And
not so many jokes of me bobbing my head anymore, are there?
No, that shit
Now you get what I was listening
It
to.
all makes sense.
That definitely makes sense now.
The
Now I
slow
get it.
motion dap on HD lo-fi camera
Yeah, man.
makes a lot of sense now.
Absolutely. Nah, Heatmakers did the whole thing and absolutely smoked that shit.
Yeah, beats are all banging.
It's the old formula, the old Dipset formula.
That's all we ever
With
want.
the Heat Makers, that real New York sound. Jim talking that talk.
Yo,
Listen.
I just love when they do the old formula. Like, they go away from the old formula, and then we beg for the old formula back forever. And then, like, when they actually do it again, it's like
When
the greatest shit.
dudes
in the
that
world.
was doing the old formula do it again.
Yeah.
Soul samples, drums, and Jim talking about going out of town will never not be dope to me.
Yeah, word.
Like, that can't go out of style.
Yeah, impossible.
And listening to the joint with Ross just made me want the Ross album more. He smoked
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, picked the features extremely well. Fat Joe on that NYC shit is.
yeah. Currency killed his verse.
We're going to get to all of that, y'all.
Jim Jones still got the best ad libs in hip hop.
That's a fact.
Or
Oh, man.
Listen, man, if you want to know what New York sound like, just get this
Oh,
album,
man, I'm letting my New York bias out now.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, man. I can't believe Jim put together this great album like in 2019.
I'm not surprised. His last album
no,
was
because
really dope.
Wasted Talent.
No, I
thought
mean
was
he
great.
always has good albums, but it's like I'm not gonna lie. I'm the guy that's waiting for Jim to put out like a bullshit project, and I love Jim,
Right.
but I'm just waiting for it just to be like, I can't believe Jim Jones is making these dope ass albums. Like Jim was like,
Yeah,
The muscle, the
wait,
mascot,
and stop right there,
you know
Mark.
what I mean?
Stop right there, because that's a good spot to jump back into this conversation. The start of Jim Jones and the evolution quickly, because I don't want niggas to think we dick eating too much. But yeah, I want to start there. I just want at least 8 bars of Fat Joe. At least 8. At least 8. We know.
Fat Joe got one of the best voices ever, too.
Yeah.
Fat Joe, man.
For Jim Jones to start out as the hype man / muscle guy / runner /
Engineer.
everything.
He was
definitely
recording all
not
them
the rapper.
songs.
Just / the guy that did everything but rap. And you could tell the portion of Jim's career when he kept catching them as the guy who wasn't really a rapper. Where he was even when he was featured, just the sauce he brought to the song was a different sauce, but it was you would never judge him like a rapper because it's not what it was.
Right.
Let me tell you something, and I'm sure he still feels that way today. Like, even when I speak to him, like, you can tell. Jim is still Jim.
Yeah.
He is a lot more comfortable today as a rapper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he got.
He's
his
been
rapper
doing
legs.
it for so long now.
He got his rapper legs.
Yeah.
But much more legs than just that. And when you listen to this album, right, it's a gift to be able to pick the right person to put on a song.
Yeah.
And he does that shit with the best of them.
Yeah.
It be niggas I don't even be thinking I'd be wanting to hear from.
Right.
Yeah.
And they sound like magic when Jim puts the song together. Jim is like New York Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we talked about his ear for a while, I think, on this podcast. And I think it definitely showed in Wasted Talent and this one specifically.
Yeah.
Like, these Heatmakers beats, there's not one that
Clapping it up for
Doesn't
Heat
sound-
Makers.
Yeah.
Clapping it up for Heat Makers. And if I really jog my memory, I probably owe y'all an apology.
What?
Because I'm positive that there was a point where I thought that it was just finito for them.
Oh. Nah, they always were consistent. They just weren't. Like, we like that formula, the Dipset Heatmakers formula.
No,
good as
no. That's not what I'm saying. I thought they fell off for a minute. And I heard beats that I could say, yeah, that ain't it. This sound like, and again, I apologize. I'm not saying that's what it was.
Yeah.
That was the case.
Well, I was just saying that sometimes it depends on who's on the tracks to make you determine that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this sound like they have a Jim folder that no one can hear.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Like Justice League and Ross type shit. Like
Joel-
we're putting
Joel-
those just aside for Jim.
Joel and Fred didn't get to choose from these.
That may be true.
Well, I think a lot of this, was them sitting with Jim in the studio specific, like, all right, we're going to make a joint project
How?
together.
Jim lives in a fucking gym and in the rainstorms.
He lives in the rainstorm. Reporting live.
Yeah, man. And that's the other thing. I don't even see how he has the time to record all of this shit.
Yeah.
Work and hustling.
And he just put together the Dipset album. He executive produced that.
Yeah. That was
And, Jimmy
fairly
is
short.
super big on his marketing shit. Like, I'm repeating myself again. Jimmy was one of the first rappers that directed, engineered, did the marketing plan, did the artwork, then just rapped.
Yeah.
Picking every beat.
Hustling.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Hustling, man.
So
I mean, he come from that. He come from, hustler's cloth.
Yeah.
The streets, and you put a hustler in the room, and he gonna figure it out. And
Yeah,
that's what Jim
100%.
did. Jim he figured this shit out, man. And I'm just happy to see it, and I hope that people, give him his respect and give him his flowers, because this album right here is one of the dopest albums I've heard.
I needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say that. I don't really care how other people may feel about it. I needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed this bop.
This is a rapper's.
At
this
the
is a
right
rapper's
time,
album.
too.
This is a rapper's album. I think all rappers are gonna appreciate.
Oh, wait,
this.
Rory, what I told him now. Hold up. You was asleep.
You got the bug back.
You was asleep. Maul was asleep.
You got the bug.
He let one of them beats rock at the end. It might have been New York.
Yeah.
He might have let this.
Joe had about 4 bars.
I think, and 2 more in my head.
Yeah.
I had a hard 6. I was like, yeah.
Still got it.
Yeah.
No, that was an exciting feeling to know that was a nice 6.
But
You
that
still got it a
sound,
little bit.
that sound gives you that.
Yeah.
It
But I'm
does.
just about
I
to
wanna
say,
rap
the
on that
feeling
shit, and
you
I don't
get
rap.
when a beat comes on to make you do that, it's almost like when the lane opened for the dunk.
Yeah.
That's what I've never dunked with the lane open, of course. But looking at that, you say, I wonder how that feels to be up there.
Yeah.
I wonder if I know he gonna jump too, but guess what? This is going down. Like, that's a moment. That's how it feel to me when the beat is left rocking and now it's making you say words.
Right.
And you don't even have a word. It's like, all right, well, I'm putting 72 on this.
Word. You ain't even got no content. I'm sitting in the van.
You ain't got no content.
You ain't got nothing to say at all.
Right.
Nah, but what I did like about this album, too, we talked about 444 and Life is Good and just hip-hop aging, like
Right.
seeing people from the last generation making new albums.
Right.
And I love that Jim's content is exactly what Jim's content is.
Yeah.
And it still sounds great.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't sound like he's chasing yesteryear. Doesn't sound like he's chasing this shit.
Yeah.
He didn't have to get on the specific, I'm mad, mature business type talk. Like, it's Jim being Jim, and it still sounds great, and hip hop can still age that way.
I feel like they didn't overthink it.
Speaking
Exactly.
of, wait, let me just jump in. Speaking of mature, Rory said mature. That was another observation I had on this album. The Fab feature said to me, oh, those guys are mature.
Mm-hmm.
I was really happy to see that. For a long time, I always wanted to hear Fab and Jim rap together on a
That's the
song.
first time they ever did a song?
Yep.
Wow.
Look it up. Google it. I don't know.
Wow.
Because I say some
have to
shit
think.
and then they hang me.
Right.
Of course.
But what I'm saying is, as a fellow New Yorker, I am aware of some things.
Right.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got to say no more. I'm aware of enough to know it wasn't going to be a song between them two for a second.
Oh, okay.
So to see that there,
Yeah.
ooh, talk about maturity, old niggas. I love it.
And that's kind of where you want to hear Fab too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's-
you want to hear him on these type of beats.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And when the Fab verse came on, I said, well, when it went off, I said, of course he was going to do that.
Yeah.
He smoked that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you're going to do that on the Jim song with the New York beat, with the...
Right.
That's New York. Half this whole shit is New York.
Yeah.
Fred smoked his verse.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't try to sneak in like a South feeling beat. Like they didn't try to reach on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it all sounds like it's supposed to sound to me.
No.
Anyway.
Um,
Shout out to single
Man,
producer
Paul,
projects, man.
Hold up, man.
Fucking Benny and Conway.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Benny killed that
Holy shit. Benny was in a different zone on that shit.
Yeah, after listening to that shit, I went and listened to Tanner Talk. I had to go.
shit.
You know what I mean? Like
Still
that's,
one of my
that's
favorite
what it
albums
did
of the
for me.
last couple of years.
Yeah, I had to put the Tanner talk on.
Yeah, Fred did his thing. Fred
Fred got off.
Yeah,
He got off.
Fred always sounds good on features, man.
And Currency, I've been a vocal, like, Currency's just not my shit. I totally get why people love him. He won me over on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. Currency. I always like Currency's music, man. He makes good music.
He
It's
has
not
a great-
really
he has a
something I
great
want
ear
to
for
listen
beats.
to all the time.
Yeah,
Just because it's
vibe.
pothead
Yeah,
shit. Like,
it's more of a vibe.
Yeah.
He sounded good on that shit too.
yeah, he killed it. I remember I heard you asking, like, who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't used to that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That bounce on that beat.
But again, that's what I'm saying. That those beats make the rappers that don't even do that do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, hold up, like I can't, like this is a whole different sound, energy. Like this is New York. So even if you're from the South or West Coast, you get on beats like that, your whole cadence changes.
Yeah.
It has to. It has to.
Do you think, and I don't want to leave this gym shit just yet, but I want to ask you, because that's a good point. And when you said that, it made me think of, well, I wonder if there was a big act like a star and started rapping on some of that type of shit, would it work today?
Like, what do you mean?
But that sound?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it definitely
Absolutely.
would.
I think there are stars that rap on New Yorkish type beats.
Give me an example.
J. Cole, sample
don't-
bass, boom bap shit for the most part. Not always, but for the most part. Not the last album or two, but
I never
Do you
get
think,
that from J. Cole beat.
no.
Intro to Nothing Was the Same was a little
Yeah,
New York
Yeah.
04-ish.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
think that was.
Yeah,
Drake,
Drake. I mean, he had
Was that
Preem on his last album.
Tuscan Leather?
Tuscan Leather, yeah.
Tuscan Leather.
That had a little tiny Heat Makers influence in there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He killed, man. Yeah, so I want to try to I want to try to respectfully have the Jim and Cam conversation without being divisive because they've just been great recently.
Yeah.
So I don't want to contribute to any of that. But that's what hip hop does.
Right.
So we have to at least have the conversation. And Parks and I and Rory were attempting to have it yesterday. I think that Jim has more albums that are good. Not good. That's not what I'm saying. I think Cam has the best album between the two of them. I think Jim has more
Good albums or great
of
albums,
the
whatever.
best albums
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
between them.
Yeah.
His
Cam
discography is more consistent. Cam has the classic.
Higher
Cam
highs,
has
Like,
probably.
yes,
come home,
yeah.
come home with
He
me.
has-
To me, is the best between the two of them. Period. That's
Yeah.
debatable. I'm just saying me.
I think me too.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
I think that's, yeah.
The
I think
first
most people
Dipset
say
album
that.
might be my favorite of the whole.
I'm not counting
Well,
those.
yeah, I'm not.
I know.
I'm not counting those.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
cheating.
Whatever.
Purple Haze, of course, but Come Home with Me is the one for me when it comes
yeah,
to Cam.
I agree.
But Jimmy's discography.
All of Jim's did that for me.
I thought
Not Come Home With Me, but
Right,
not
right.
far from it.
I
Right.
thought Hustler's Poem was my favorite Jim joint, but this might be my favorite Jim album.
This
Yeah.
is my favorite Jim album.
Yeah, Hustler's Poem was, until Wednesday, it was my favorite
Hustler's
Jim.
Poem was mine, and then his last album might have been my second
I love
Yeah,
this
Wasted
last
Talent
album.
my
was great.
second
Yeah.
favorite album from him.
And the Diary of Summer shit, I love too.
Yeah.
Me too. Me
I've
too.
always liked every one of his albums. Honestly,
He makes good music.
Yeah, he does.
He does, and it's funny that we're talking about Jim Jones like this.
I know, right?
Like if you from Harlem and you know Jim is like, Jim is like really being talked about in hip hop like this. Like
All
as
of our
a
Southern
rapper.
fans are gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Well,
Yeah.
it's funny you mentioned that too, because if you think about all the Harlem legends, like Jim has outlasted everyone. Like,
yeah,
As
Yeah.
far as how many albums he's put out, how long he's been in the game.
Jim is a Harlem legend.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying for like
No, he's
the
talking about,
typical
like,
like
Mace.
Mace,
Yeah,
like
he's talking
you know
about-
the typical ones you would throw out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
musically,
Yeah.
musically, yeah. I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
and that's why to me,
And no, it's just funny. I'm sorry to cut you. It's just funny because he was not the rapper. Like to your point,
exactly
Right.
That's why to me this is still crazy. Like
Yeah, he might
How
have had
the
the least
fuck is-
raw talent, as
Yeah.
far as like rapping. Like all those guys were super rappers.
But
Mace, Cam,
Loon,
And
Black
you know what?
Rob,
But
like
that's-
everyone
But
that was
that's
in Harlem.
probably part of the reason. Because while Rory said that, I was just sitting there asking myself, "Damn, to even have the passion to want to make your best album in year 19 or 20 or
whatever it is. Yeah.
whatever it is,
Yeah.
he probably still has that because of everything on the front end that y'all are saying, not being a rapper, not
Yeah.
having the immense skill set to come in with,
Right.
not being heralded.
Right.
So yeah, it gets later greater when you just work for it. It's,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily it's acquired. Didn't they say Kanye learned how to rap too? Like Jim learned how to rap, Kanye learned how to rap. There's a few niggas that learned how to rap.
Right.
And Jim just sound like he's still learning and still going.
Yeah.
And getting better.
Yeah.
52 up there to like your hustling point more. Fifth, I put in that category too. That was not like
The rapper.
a born rapper. He was like, all right, I got to make some money. This seems to be the way, and like taught himself how to rap.
Right. I think
And,
Game
and
is
you
one
can,
of them too.
Game too. You
Game.
can really just hear them getting better.
I think Beans might be one of them.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's an
though, that
interesting
Beans-
conversation. Some of these people that we're naming to be on that list.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I know right now, man, that Jim album.
Round of applause for Jim, man.
It's the right time of year too. Dipset always dropped hot
Summer.
albums in the summertime.
Oh, this is gonna.
Like that used to
Summertime
be,
at
every
night,
summer
when
was a
he makes
Dipset
beats.
or Cam or something project since like '99 or whatever when Cam first dropped.
Yeah.
I was debating on if I was gonna buy a car. This album, I can't not listen to this in a car in the summertime.
Yeah. You gotta
This was
bang-
my deciding factor.
You got to bang this in the.
Yeah, the speakers in my girl's car might not get it done.
Yeah,
Time
they
to
gonna get it
upgrade.
Oh, this shit right here is crazy.
Oh, the Mano verse.
Yo, ain't y'all glad we got a little bit of money when this album is out?
Yo, this is such a- like he really painted a. This shit is like a score
Yeah.
for a movie.
Right.
Woo! Oh, you heard that?
The way that shit dropped off the bass
Yeah,
came
when
in.
that 808 hit,
Yeah.
the 808 and the bongos never fail,
Especially
boy.
in the summer with a sundress.
I want to go get a piragua right now. Pineapple. Extra pineapple.
Yeah. This sounds like Nutcrackers in Riverbank Park.
Yeah, this Hunt 16th on the east side. This is Hunt 16th and Lex.
I wish y'all shut up. Let me just get 8. Let me just hear it. Who is this on this hook? This nigga came right in and gave me that Red Cafe feel. I love it.
Trav. I think it's Trav, right?
I thought Trav should have had a verse on here somewhere. Oh.
Trav did really well on the hooks on Wasted Talent, too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Trav.
Trav is good at hooks.
Yeah.
Trav has been good for a long time, actually.
Yeah, he's got a good voice for it.
You can do a lot of different shit.
Uh-oh. Hey. Get up. Hey. Hey, and he spit
no,
this
I'm
verse
sorry.
like he heard some of them rumors.
Nah, this is Rain on it. My apologies. Trav's on 2 other hooks.
Okay.
They killed. Kingmakers killed, man. They did.
They
did.
You gotta give it up.
Yeah,
they
talking that shit.
This
on
shit sound like Blue Magic.
Word.
This shit sound like Jim's American Gangster, man.
Exactly.
That's a really good comparison.
That's a great comparison.
Cam mad still. Hold up. Oh man, no, enough of this, because I'm gonna get in the booth. We in the booth.
We in the booth.
We in the booth, and I'm like, yo, man.
Pull up the stems.
Wait till I get home on the bigs. On the bigs,
Yeah, that's
that
why
whole living room about to break.
Yeah.
I was fucking tight in that Sprinter when one little speaker
Oh,
worked
my
on the way
God.
down.
Yeah. That's how I knew it was fire, because it was fire out the one speaker in the
Yeah,
Sprinter.
it's a fact.
Yeah.
It
You
was.
see, I had the big headphones on the plane. I pulled the big headphones out the book bag.
Bro,
I couldn't
studio
use the
joints?
AirPods.
You
Nah,
couldn't,
nah.
couldn't
No,
do
no,
the
no, no,
AirPods,
no,
little
no,
plastic
no,
joints.
no.
You had to get that feeling back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to get the cushion around the ears.
Let's try to call Jim one more time, because we dick ate too much to not try to call back.
Yeah, let's try.
Let's give it a go, Roars. Super executive Rory on the phone.
Please leave your message.
Text me back, say call. Right to voicemail.
We're gonna try him a third time. How much dick we gonna eat?
Are we those guys?
Oh, we hungry.
Oh, it's ringing this time at least.
We hungry. Are you leading in here?
No, you can get your Joe Budden podcast on.
Yeah, that's not my phone, so it feels different.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, nigga ain't respecting you. The Rory name on the
nigga should
call ID.
Nigga Jim on the incline right now, pressing 400.
Word. Fuck
He
Rory
mentioned
Wan.
that shit.
Yo, I just told him to call me, but Rory better get off my phone.
He don't know.
Please
He
leave your
don't know.
message.
Call me is industry for don't call me.
Call me is industry for don't call me. All right, so we'll get back to him. Where would you gentlemen like to go next?
Stay in Chicago.
Yeah, Kanye and Letterman.
Hey, Jimmy's calling back.
Yo,
What's up, bro?
what's going on, Jim? You are live on the podcast right now.
I don't like how you do that.
I know,
Hey,
I want-
Jim, this is Joe Budden live from the Joe Budden podcast. How are you? The fuck is going on over there?
I'm chilling, Lou. What's up with you?
I have heard this album. I have heard it. I have heard it from top to bottom, and I have just a few questions, if you don't mind.
Okay.
What's wrong with you in the head?
Keenan?
Something is going on, man. Something is. We had this talk on your last album, but now even more so, it sounds like something is off up there that's making you just go crazy.
I've been fighting depression with aggression. The only way
Well,
to get
we know
shit
that.
out now is to be the music.
Fam, I think there's at least 2 or 3 of us in here that say this is your best album to date. You said that?
Yeah, Jim.
Fucking big.
Yeah, this is.
Jim. Hustler's Poem for me was number 1 until Wednesday.
Yeah, man. When we heard that shit.
Wow. Poem better than poem?
Yeah, I gotta say,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta say
I'm
it.
rolling.
You know what it is too, Jim? Because we old niggas now. So, like, you speaking what I want to hear at 38, 39, 40, but still I'll fuck a nigga up and shoot him.
Yeah.
Like, it's mature, I'll shoot you. I flipped all the drugs and I have all the money in the basement. I'm deciding to work out, nigga.
Yeah, and it's on top of that too. It's just a certain feeling that it brings back. Like I'm ready to go get a chopped cheese from Haji's right now.
Oh, man. That's what it was about. It was all about the pre-gentrification of Harlem, man. I got a chance to really sit down with arsonists and really do a full project. So I wanted to make sure I embodied what his music represented when we first got with him, and that was the whole Diplomat sound, which was all about Harlem. So just want to get back to that from an older perspective, like you said, giving out stories from things that I've done personally and to experiences from people that's close to me and what they're going through. So, I always try to put that out there so
Thank
people
you.
can use that as an example.
Thank you for doing that.
Jim,
appreciated.
did you record this in New York?
Yeah, I recorded this in Heatmaker Studio.
Yeah.
I recorded the Jada Kiss joint up there by Jada Kiss Studio. He did the verse up there. Then I did a couple of records in Miami. I did the State of the Union record with Rick Ross in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Raw
And
smoked that shit.
I actually got a chance to get Rick Ross on it like a month later, so I thought that was dope.
He smoked that.
I want to shout out to everybody that Jim featured on this album. We was just saying everybody smoked it. Fat Joe, Ross, Currency, Mano, Fab, Fred the Godson, Benny and
Conway.
Benny and Conway. I can't remember all the names on it off the top, but everybody smoked it. Yo, but wait, you doing something? We was just saying that Jim is like one of the greatest A&Rs, like New York A&Rs, but you doing some consultant shit.
Yeah, now we just started to consultant agency. It's actually called the consultant agency. Bless all the clients that we have now and all the people that have been inquiring and trying to figure it out. I've been giving game out for a long time for free. So decided to make a business out of it and try to help these rappers at least get a fair chance at having a career in music.
Very, very important. Very important. We need that. When you showed a video, I don't remember if it was you or Mano, but maybe both of y'all showed the video of Mano pulling up to Harlem and y'all niggas wilding out in the street. And I won't lie, Jim, I was jealous.
Oh man!
I want to pull up. I want to pull up and feel that energy, and I'll never do it without you calling me.
It won't show up unannounced.
Say no more. We got about 4 more videos to shoot in Harlem on
Man.
last week or the week before last. It took 8 days, and I shot videos in Harlem every day. I was in Harlem and shit like that. So we really got the feeling. And then I got 4 more records to do out in Harlem. So I'm going to definitely invite you and the crew, and we're going to have a nice picnic in Harlem like we always do.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Picnic in Harlem, man. Don't get me fucking excited, Jim.
Yeah, Jim, continue to make the new residents of Harlem uncomfortable at every video shoot. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, them cars was mad. They was trying. They wanted to hit him, but they couldn't.
Yeah, you know, you got to disrupt the neighborhood.
Of
You got
course.
to.
All the gentrification,
Yeah.
and all that. They got to see a little bit of what it's all about. Man.
You fucking
So,
right. We got to bring that feeling back.
It's got to bring it back, right, man. You know, getting a call from you and you guys, man, it means a lot in this industry, man. You know, it's few people that people listen to when it comes to critiquing albums, and to get a thumbs up from y'all, you know, that goes a long way, especially in this game. So I appreciate that, definitely.
Well, we appreciate the fact that you still doing it and you still passionate and still producing at a high level. We will be waiting on the call for the picnic in Harlem. We love you, and stay up, nigga.
Y'all too, man. I see y'all soon. Definitely call me for the picnic.
Work.
All right.
Man. Yeah, because I'm not pulling up the video shoot if he's not on it.
No.
Have you ever,
I need a personal.
you ever seen one of them shoots?
Nah.
It's that energy.
Yeah. You need a
Yeah, you want
personal,
the okay.
personal invite.
You need
Yeah.
a friend.
Yeah.
You need
Maybe
a friend,
like a
man.
double confirmation too. Like, yo, I just want to make sure the invite you really meant I could come.
Right.
Yeah, was it the industry?
Yo,
Yeah.
you
No.
remembered that I was invited, right?
Yeah. Right.
First of all, I want to invite to anywhere that Mano goes alone. I want to be clear on a few things.
Yeah.
Anywhere, anytime Mano pull out his phone and casually just walks up and daps somebody and just sits on a crate,
Yeah.
yeah, I would like an invite to that place. I'm not just gonna walk there. All right, so that was hard. That was hard,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I'm super happy for Jim. I know we've been dicking a lot, but I'm super, 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 super happy.
No,
for
I
him.
am
Me
too.
too.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Yeah, he deserves it. He
And,
deserves
and
the
I think
Heatmakers.
this will be a slow build too. I think this album's gonna last for a while.
I'm gonna play this for a while. I can tell you that right now.
Shouts to Arsonist too, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
it. Yeah.
Shouts to Arsonist.
It sound like because you're right, Rory. I agree. I think this album will last, and it sounded like I thought the last one would have made more noise, but it sounded like he got in that feeling on the last one and said, and stepped back, reassessed, said, I know what to do.
Yeah.
I know what to do. I got him.
Yeah.
I got y'all.
Well, he had
Yeah.
a bunch of Heatmakers, Arsonist joints on the last one, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think those are probably the standout records on Wasted Talent.
Agreed.
So
Yeah.
I think they was just like, all right, let's
Yeah.
just do the whole thing together.
Let's do it.
See, now where is the New York club that I can go to hear the records from Jim's album? Come on, you know what I'm saying, Maul.
Yeah.
It's not available anymore.
Nah, there's some
Nah, it's
places.
got to be.
You know what it is? You got
They be trying to do that in the Bowmore now. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to find like a bar. There's a lot of bars that'll play that.
That's why she said club. No.
Yeah. Club.
Bar.
Club. Is there
Yeah.
clubs left?
is there a lounge?
Yeah,
That'll play
lounge.
it?
Yeah, lounge will probably
Yeah.
play it.
A certain night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Certain night. You can find a lounge that'll play a couple joints off of there.
I mean, we have the chord at Last Lap. I could just play it from my phone.
See, that's what they got. Yeah, but I hate last lap. Y'all hipster niggas, man. You and Maul.
It's just too tight in there. It's too small.
That's just
I love
my
it though. I love the vibe.
Why
in
do
there.
y'all love it so much in there? And everybody loves it. So
Well, it's like
not just me.
Because I know everyone in there.
Yeah,
I know the
that-
people I'm gonna be around.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna like them. I know the music is gonna be good.
it's like everybody you know.
I'm
and
putting
you fuck
money
with,
in my friends' pockets.
It's like our personal cheers. It's like
Yeah.
our personal little spot with everybody.
and
meet
that I
up.
love. That's the most I love though. Because New York prices, like I'm giving you $14 for a drink. At least let it be my friend.
man.
Right.
So
right.
why don't we buy a place then?
Let's do it.
Oh, it's been in the
Oh,
back of my
man,
mind.
listen, we don't
I
wanna
grew up
talk
in the
about that on- we
restaurant
don't talk
bar
about that on
business.
air.
What are y'all talking? See, I can't continue to listen to us even speak this way.
I'm 100%.
It'd be enough niggas in last lap with money. And if you just going there to just hang, niggas could get a spot to hang somewhere. Why are we going to give
No,
Soul
listen,
House
I'm in.
X amount of dollars, give such
I'm
and
in.
such X amount, Dumbo House X amount of dollars?
in.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
in.
Well, no,
I'm definitely
a lot of that was the owners of Last Lap. Like we would go to Griffin or we would go to the Anthony, like all these spots that they would promote at, and be like, "Dog, I know they thinking I'm just giving this venue so much money because I'm inviting my friends.
Right.
Let me just get a fucking spot."
Right.
I don't know why dudes don't just get a fucking spot if you have the income to get the spot and the friends to continue to generate all the income if you have a spot.
Right.
It just sounds like 1 + 1 is 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.